see the world and sail the seven seas. Wanna be free, unveil some mystery. Ancient times have passed me by, my rules remain. Hold my heart under the open skies, but here life guides me to my destination. Sail set high, I passed the key. Easter out of face, they stood so silently. Faith and fools under.
Hey everybody, this is Thomas Dawson and I'm on a new adventure, but I'm going to a secret location, so I'm afraid that I can't tell you. And unfortunately, I'm with my friend Tania here, who I also can't tell. And so Tania, you remember when I was telling you that you're gonna have to wear a blindfold or else I'm not gonna take you to this place?
Oh, I thought you were just joking about that.
No, I wasn't kidding.
Oh.
So, if you don't cover your eyes, I'm afraid we're gonna have to turn around and go back, so.
Oh, well, I might as well get out now. Just kidding.
All right.
Just kidding.
All
yeah,
right.
okay, I'll cover my eyes.
I wasn't kidding, you know.
I'll cover my eyes.
Okay.
Okay.
No peeking.
Okay, no peeking.
Okay, here
no
we
peeking.
go. All right, I'll turn the music up so you can rock out to the music. Hey, I think
What?
one more chance and you're done.
Okay, okay.
All right, let's go. Yeah, we're just somewhere on Vancouver Island. Beautiful day, even though it's beginning in May. There must be sneaking a peek there.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Okay. Okay, so we're at the location, the top secret location that is. And now we're just...
My eyes are still closed.
Yeah, her eyes are still closed. The blind leading the blind. So we're just trying to find the easiest route down to this waterfall. Oh yeah, I remember this part, so we're definitely going the right way. That's good. This is the easy part though, actually. Gets a little tougher once we get down the river level.
Have to go for a little swim.
Yeah, we'll definitely be going for a little swim. That's where I have my superhero outfit on. So we're gonna have a contest to see who has the best spill of the day.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
I bet it'll be you.
You think so? Oh, okay. We'll see about that. But you could be right. I've had a few good slips and tumbles.
Always amazing. As long as I got the camera and I get it on film, it'll be good.
Yeah. So this is the kind of stuff you have to do if you want to go chasing waterfalls, right, Tania?
That's right. That's what we do.
But she's up for it. And so that's great.
I'm up for any adventure.
Yeah. No trails here. Just bushwhacking and...
Falling on your ass.
Yeah, that'll be part of it. Alright, so this is the first glimpse of the first portion that we'll have to walk up to get to the waterfall, but just thought I'd show you this really quick scene here where we're walking down the log, which is a little bit dicey, but I think we can get down there. If this video does not resume, that means I have perished.
Yeah, you died.
But Tania will pick up the camera and make a video in my memorial, right?
That's it.
Okay, good. So we made it down to river level now, and this is where we have to walk in the creek. And even the scene around here is quite beautiful, wouldn't you agree? Yeah. But now that we're getting close to the waterfall here, this is the part where I have to remind you of the secretness of this spot. And I feel it's my duty to let you know that if you ever do reveal the spot, I'm going to have to send some of my Colombian friends after you. And I can't guarantee what they're going to do, but probably won't be nice. So you're okay with that, right? Okay, let's continue on. I I hate to be mean, but you know, a waterfall spot is a precious spot. It's more valuable than gold to me. So
I agree.
I gotta do what I gotta do. He understands. He understands the consequences, and away we go. And we're getting to, there's a little, just up ahead of where she is, there's quite a deep pool, so that's where we're both going to have to get pretty close to waist deep in the water. And then we're going to have to climb up over those logs. And I don't really want to have my camera out when I'm doing that part, so I'm going to put the camera away after this little part here, and then we'll go for it, and we'll pick up after we've successfully made it over through that log jam. And around that next corner will be the waterfall. The big moment, and what do you think? All right, we made it. Woohoo! Alright, so we've been here for about an hour now, and I think we got some nice shots. A couple of the challenging things to deal with were there's quite a bit of spray coming from the waterfall, so we're constantly having to use the lens cleaning cloth. And the sun's been coming out, but that's just a matter of patience, so that's par for the course. So I'm just going to show you a couple of compositions that I was looking at using the little camera. Okay, so the one shot I kind of like, which I think's got a nice balance to it, is where this log right here is kind of counterbalanced with this log up here, and then the waterfall is coming down right into the center here. But I actually like this when it's a portrait shot, so there you can see the problem with the sun right there. But anyway, I like that shot. And one of the other shots that I kind of liked was getting down here a little bit lower to really highlight a nice foreground using these colorful rocks, and I particularly zoomed in on this nice reddish rock here, and I had it over in this quadrant here at the bottom part of the photo, so that's another one I did. And then the last one that I kind of liked, I walked right into the water. I got it more of a close-up, so the log wasn't in there. And I don't know if you can really tell from this little camera, but the rock all around this area has got a really silver tone to it. And I noticed before when I came here that downriver it's got a really metallic silver lip to the rock, which is kind of interesting. I highly doubt it's real silver, but if it is, there's a fortune down here to be had. So anyhow, let's see if I can find a silver. That's kind of a silvery rock right there, what I'm talking about. But anyway, it makes it rather unique. So I think we're just staying packed up and ready to go. And let's get Tania's final thoughts and comments. What did you think, Tanya?
I think this place is amazing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful spot.
Certainly is. But like she's saying, it's quite an effort to get down here. It takes some time to even drive here, so it's kind of one of those spots where you come here once, you do your best to get your good shots, and the effort makes it so you don't really want to have to come back. So hopefully we both got some shots that we're happy with, and when I make the video, of course I'll show you a couple of the shots that I took.
So what I'm going to do is show you 3 photos from my favorite down to my least favorite. Now I don't have a whole lot to say about this photo, but the light was the best for this shot, and I like that I was able to emphasize the rocks in the shallow water. Because the sun was shining basically directly from above the waterfall, that's why I made the decision to cut off the shot just near the top of the waterfall. During the first shot, the light from the sun was bouncing off the canyon walls and lighting up the water a lot more nicely, but not so much in this second one. What I would like to point out, however, is the logs. If you look at the lower log to the bottom right, have a look at the top of the log and the distance from that top of the log to the right side of the frame. Now follow the second log on the left up to the top of where it ends, and look at the top of that log to the left of the frame. You'll find that those 2 distances are the same. Also, when it comes to the law of thirds, again go to the top of the lower right hand corner log, and you'll find that that coincides with the lower law of thirds line, as does the bottom of that other log. It connects with that same line. Last but not least, you'll find that the waterfall itself goes down right in the middle of the frame. And looking at the last shot, by this point the sun has been obscured and so the light's quite flat. But on the positive side, I walked into the water, thereby eliminating the logs. So some people might find that appealing, whereas others might think that the logs add something to the scene. The other positive to this one is that you really get a greater sense of that unique silvery shimmering rock that's around the left side in particular of the waterfall. Plus you get a really nice feel for that lush green that's all around the other side of the waterfall. And last but certainly not least, this is Tania's favorite shot from the day. As you can see, she chose a regular wide landscape shot. And as I'm sure you can also see, it turned out quite nicely. So nice effort by Tania.
Just about. Alright, so we're starting to walk back now, and it's going to be easier getting back, I think, because it's easier to spot some of the spots where we should have made a turn before. Vlogging while you're going down some slippery cliffs is always fun. Interesting how this water is all so orange like that. Not sure what that's about. Maybe some lichen or something like that. Very, very slippery on this area here. Woo. One last glimpse of this beautiful waterfall somewhere on Vancouver Island. Quite nice down here as well, actually. slippery.
At this point, I couldn't help but to notice that Tania wasn't waiting up for me. In fact, it seemed like she's trying to get as far ahead of me as possible. And I was about to find out why.
Hey Thomas! Hey! You remember when you were telling me that you were gonna send those Columbias after me?
That sounds vaguely familiar.
Have fun getting back up with no rope. See ya! Bye! Bye-bye!
You're not really leaving, are you?
Bye! Haha, he's stuck.
I was just joking!
See if he can get up with no rope, hey?
So Tania was really going to leave me behind down that cliff and ravine. But then she remembered that I was the one that drove and that she didn't know where the keys were for my vehicle. So she had no choice but to let the rope back down and to let me up. Thanks, Tania.
Damn it.
She tried though. Others have tried to get rid of me in the past too, but it's not that easy. Alright, so we're back at the vehicle. Vehicle's covered in dust from vehicles going by it. And I think we're going to call it a day, but maybe we'll do an official sign off in a little bit. So it was fun though. A little bit of work, but well worth it, I think.
Well worth it.
Yes. And just showing you a last scene as we're heading down out of the mountains. And what can I say, but we got her done. We got our waterfall. And now we're heading down the mountain somewhere on Vancouver Island.
Awesome time.
And of course I was just joking about all the mean things I said to Tania about the Colombians coming to get her. I just wanted to make sure that was clear. I'm not going to have her kidnapped or anything like that.
I didn't believe him anyway.
Since this is on a vlog, I thought I'd better make sure that nobody calls the police on me or something like that.
Like all of a sudden I go missing.
Yeah, exactly. Just in case. Oh, here comes a big truck behind us.
Oh shit. Hit it!
I gotta pull over here, let him go by, make us eat some dust.
Oh, roll up your window. Crank up the music.
Where'd he go? There you go.
Are you sure you want to be following that guy over there?
Yeah, I don't think I do.
No,
I thought he was coming quicker than he was.
He's by the looks of it hauling some of that weird silver rock out.
Oh yeah? Anyhow, so
Yeehaw!
hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know the deal. Please click like. Click like? It says click like. How about click like and subscribe? Yes, please subscribe.
And follow us on Flickr.
Yes, follow both Tania and myself on Flickr. I'll give a link down below for Tania's Flickr site along with my own. And yeah, so last but not least, we're going to dedicate this little adventure to Kenny Shields, who passed away from, I don't know, I think it might have been cancer. But anyway, another iconic lead singer of a Canadian band. This is of the band Streetheart. And I love my Canadian music, so I'm trying to put a little bit of that in the background so you can hear some good Canadian rock once in a while. So anyway, that's going to be it. Signing off for now. Until next time, peace. Alright, I'm back one more time.
Only one more time?
Only one more time. Well, I can't promise that because I always forget. I always forget that I forgot to say something, so I just wanted to mention that I I know that some people are going to want to know where this waterfall is, and I totally get that. But I'm not going to explain the reasons why I don't post some of my locations, but if you are curious about all the reasons why I don't post locations sometimes, I'm going to post a link to my vlog that explains all that. But sometimes it's because the location is just a little bit too dangerous, which I know some people have emailed me and says, well, I can handle it, I've been doing rappelling and things like that. But there's a bunch of reasons. The other one is, to me, I think I mentioned earlier, it's like, I never mine for gold, so this is my equivalent of finding a gold mine. And when I find a scrumptious waterfall, I want to keep it secret. Okay, I think that's finally, officially, at last, all I have to say. Till next time. Oh, and who's this song playing right now? Diggin' a Hole by some Canadian band. I can't remember either, so. But it's a good song. Another good Canadian rock band. There's lots of good rock songs I'm going to play during all my videos. As I said before, only good Canadian songs, so the rest of the world can get to know some of the great music that comes out of Canada. Okay, bye for now.